Pilgrim Marty, greetings, my friend. How are you?
Bro, I don't look like a pilgrim. I don't know what you're talking about.
You do. It must be because you recently moved to Delaware, so you're kind of catching the vibes of the people out there. You look like a Floridian pilgrim. Like, from neck up, you look like a pilgrim. Neck down, you look like a Floridian, like a
Bro,
tourist.
this is a bucket hat, bro. It has nothing
Yeah, it
to
looks
do
like
with the hat pilgrims wear.
Nah, it looks like a pilgrim hat, especially with that little logo right there. It looks like the thing, that metal thing that pilgrims have on their hats.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
But you know what, man? Just keep doing you. I appreciate you always looking different in every episode because it gives me something to open up about.
Okay, that's good.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I gotta stand out somehow.
Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you have a small penis.
Nick.
Sorry.
I told you not to talk about that, Nick.
I apologize. I didn't want to make it a thing. Do you want to start re-recording so we cut that out?
Nah, it's okay. I think the truth needs to come out eventually.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Whatever.
true. What do you think is more important, personality or looks?
I would say it feels like the obvious answer would be personality. Right? The obvious answer? It's like
Sure.
a YouTube thumbnail. Like, if it doesn't matter if you have like a really good fucking thumbnail, but if your video sucks, none of that shit matters.
Yeah, but it's also vice versa. If you have a shitty thumbnail and your video is amazing, you're not going to click on it. But if you have a great clickbait thumbnail, people are going to click on it. They might not watch it through, but they're going to click on it.
Right, but the people that do click on it, even though it is a bad thumbnail, they're going to like appreciate the video 10 times more because they didn't expect that from the thumbnail.
Yeah. But I mean, because nobody really clicked on it, because it didn't have a good thumbnail, you might just not get that much engagement, not that much views, you know?
Okay, so how can we translate that to a looks versus personality?
Well, I mean, I guess what I'm saying here as far as looks and personality is that looks is what attracts you. It's what kind of gets you to approach that person, you know? Because I can't
look
tell
at first.
Right, I can't tell that you have a good personality from freaking 30 feet away. I'm going to see what you look like. If you got good looks, then I'm hoping that your personality matches your looks, which a lot of the times doesn't really necessarily translate to a good personality. But
yeah, it's always surprising when the person's personality matches their looks.
Yeah.
I always get thrown off by it. Like, damn, wait, you look good and you're a good person? What?
Right. Do you think your personality matches your looks?
Yeah, I'm ugly as fuck. Yeah, bitch. See, you can't roast me. I roasted myself, bitch.
I'm not saying anything. I just asked you a simple question.
Yeah, bitch, you was about to roast me. You was getting ready to roast me, but I already roasted myself, so you can't even fucking say anything, bitch.
I mean, you must be good at roasting with that goddamn pilgrim hat. That's what pilgrims used to do, right? They used to do pot roasts and stuff like that.
No, I do think my personality is much better than my looks, I would say.
Really?
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe some people think I'm a fucking dick. Maybe some people think I'm socially awkward or just too boring.
I mean, you're... See, I'm biased in this because I know you, so you're going to open up like a fucking flower when we talk, but to other people...
Don't compare me to a flower, bro.
Alright, you're a fruitcake, bro. You're going to open up like a little fruitcake that you are.
Don't say that, bro.
Sorry. But that's besides the point. All I'm saying is that you're reserved until you get to know somebody a little bit better.
Yeah.
You've gotten better at that over the years, though. You used to be a lot more reserved back in the days. Yeah. Unless you have alcohol in you, because then you're a little whore.
Whoa. I actually don't change when I drink now. at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. No, you don't change.
You think I do?
I saw you what, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago?
I change when I drink?
It's alcohol, bro. Everybody changes.
I just feel like I haven't, like, if I just drink beer, it's not going to affect me at all. I have to, like, drink, like, maybe some hard liquor for me to feel something.
Sounds like you got a problem.
No, I'm just saying, like, it takes more for me to, like, actually, like, be different.
Right, yeah, that's what people that constantly use cocaine and crack say. You know, it takes more crack and cocaine for me to be different.
Oh, God. Whatever, Nick. I just don't think...
It's okay, man.
I change when I drink. Like...
Do you think...
A regular drink.
I mean, sure, if you drink a beer or two, you're not going to get buzzed like that. But when you're drinking... Because when we went to Lake Powell a couple months ago, you were definitely over the limit. You drank a decent amount, so your personality does change a little bit, you know?
I feel like I just fall asleep.
Yeah, that too. That's for sure. That's funny. That used to be me.
Yeah?
Right. You don't think that used to be me? I used to just get drunk and then just go to sleep.
Yeah,
we could be in the middle of like...
Yeah, I remember one time you passed out in the bathroom with like vomit all over yourself.
What? When did that happen?
At the studio bathroom, remember? You got fucked up.
I didn't have vomit on me. I threw up inside of the toilet.
Bro, you threw up on you. You have vomit on you, bro.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Bro, you used to get fucked up, bro. Like
I did.
Almost every day.
Yeah, but we weren't. No, hold on. Relax. Relax there.
I wanted to see how far I can go with that story.
Relax. Definitely not. Probably every weekend. We used to drink like every single weekend. And I don't even think I was 21 at the time.
That's crazy, man. You used to be different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was always kind of a lightweight. Nowadays, I kind of learned how to control my drinking, where if I drink a cup of liquor, I'm going to be drinking a cup of water in between my next cup of liquor. Before, I used to not eat and just drink alcohol. And my whole philosophy was, I take medicine to get better. I drink liquor to get fucked up. You know?
Yeah.
So.
You used to be more lit. Now you're just a fucking boring ass person.
Hey, man, I know how to have fun without any of that stuff.
Nah, bro, you're not having fun, dog.
I'm having a great time, bro.
Nah,
I don't really even go out that much. I've been working so fucking much.
You ain't having fun, bro.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have some fun. Not this weekend. No, I'm gonna have some fun this weekend too, and next weekend.
Ooh, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I mean,
with all that hump?
I mean, this weekend I'm not gonna drink. I'm just gonna go to a virtual game thing where you're on like this treadmill that runs in all directions, and then you're like strapped up to it and you have a gun and you can like, you're like inside of the game.
Oh damn, that sounds pretty lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then next week I'm gonna have a game night. I'm gonna have 2 game nights in a row.
Oh, for your birthday?
Up. Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Get fucked up, dude. Smoke some fucking weed, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Do
about some
that.
Crack, bro.
You're a great influence, man.
I just watched a movie called Cherry with Tom Holland. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's on Apple TV Plus. And I didn't know what it was about, but holy fuck. It is such a different movie from Spider-Man.
Wait, hold on. Oh, Tom Holland. I don't know why I was thinking of Tom
Hardy.
What? Tom Hardy. Yeah, I was thinking of Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I get confused with their names sometimes too. But his character in this Cherry movie is so much different. Like he's playing a freaking heroin addict, and like how the military fucked him up. And he became like addicted to Oxycontin and some other drugs, and started like robbing people for money, just like a full-on junkie, you know.
Yeah, I definitely knew a lot of people in the military that would do drugs. But a lot of them would abuse opioids as opposed to like cocaine or weed because you get tested for that stuff.
Yeah.
So I knew this kid that would he would take a whole bunch of cough drops, something like that. It's like it's like this medicine for coughing to like suppress your coughing. And apparently if you take like 15 of them, which sounds like a drug overdose, you get really fucked up.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro. Yeah, it's crazy though because that movie made me feel like the military really fucked people up.
I mean, yeah, they kind of take you in and spit you out. You're told what to do. You're not told what to think. You know, you're there to do your job. Especially the people that get deployed and stuff like that. You're doing things that you might not necessarily want to do, but you don't have a choice because you got an order.
Yeah, bro. It's pretty crazy. Do you regret going or no?
No. I never got deployed though, so that's a blessing. But I'm very glad that I did go because it taught me a lot of things. I feel like I became a better version of myself. I became a little bit robotic when I went in there, as you saw firsthand.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that stuck to me. You know, I feel like I'm a very organized person, and that's thanks to the military. It's like OCD.
You weren't organized like that before? Like folding your clothes, doing your bed and all that?
Not to the point that I was with the military.
Right.
In the military, because I mean, think about it. They say it takes what, like a month, 4 weeks, 6 weeks to break a habit, and just basic training's 2 months. So you're forming good habits over there. We used to do the wildest things. I mean, it's not wild like that, but we used to do the dumbest things in basic training just to have fun and break away from everything.
Because you can't have your phone or anything, right?
No. You would get your phone for about an hour every week, but you didn't get it for the first 2 weeks, I believe. And then you'd get your phone for an hour to make phone calls and just call the people that are important in your life. So not like to
check your Instagram or anything.
Well, when I was in the military, Instagram had like just started off. It was 2012. So Instagram wasn't. We weren't as addicted to our phones as we are nowadays. That's what I was trying to, I guess, say. You know.
But nowadays, people like they would still have only an hour, right, on their phones.
To be honest with you, I think an hour is too much. I don't even think it was an hour. I think it was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. I definitely don't think it was an hour. I think towards the end, they would give you an hour.
Right, and you would use that time to make phone calls versus like just checking your notifications.
Yeah, for sure. You know, call my mom, call, you know, people that I was close to at the time.
Yeah, because in the movie he actually went to war, like overseas, and like saw some crazy shit. He had to like put like this guy's organ was like all out like during battle. And he had to put it all in and like fucking wrap them around because you can't really leave, you know, soldiers back there.
Right.
You have to like pick them up and actually take them home. And it's so crazy that like if you go through some crazy scenarios like that, you're gonna end up with like some PSTD?
PSD.
PSD? Is that what it is?
Yeah, post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, PTSD, sorry. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right, and that's what he ended up like having because like he would just wake up in the middle of the night and like start screaming and shit, you know, because he thought he was like still in battle, and that fucked him up and then that's what led him to like start using drugs because he just wanted to get away from that thought of him being in war.
Yeah,
must really fuck you up.
I mean, yeah, bro, you're seeing some crazy stuff. You're literally killing people you don't know.
Yeah. I remember I actually wanted to go to the military back in high school, but I'm glad I didn't go through with it. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I got fortunate in my situation because I didn't do that long, and I basically still, reap the benefits as far as like going to the VA and stuff like that. So I get free medical for the rest of my life.
That's great. And
Yeah.
dental too?
No, not dental.
That would be sweet, huh?
That would be sweet, but whatever. Medical's good enough. I definitely use their hospital a decent amount. Any little thing that I feel like, oh, I gotta get this checked up, I go ahead and do it. I got free ACL surgery.
Anything?
No, I got free ACL surgery out of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and when you don't feel necessarily comfortable with their doctors, because when I tore my ACL playing basketball at LA Fitness, I didn't necessarily feel comfortable with their doctors, their surgeons,
Yeah.
because their surgeons usually perform surgeries on older people. And the surgery that they were telling me about, because there's a couple of different surgeries that you could have to repair your ACL. The one that they were telling me about, I didn't want to do. That was the one that I didn't want to do because I'm like, listen, I consider myself, even though I'm not a professional athlete, I consider myself to be an athlete. I do a lot of physical exercise. I play basketball a lot. I run a lot. So I want to be able to use my knee to its full potential even after the surgery. So I was able to find a private doctor. As a matter of fact, it's a doctor that performed surgeries on NFL players. So I got lucky with that, thanks to the VA.
So you pretty much told a doctor like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing and you're gonna go search for someone else.
No, he didn't perform the surgery I wanted. So then I told him I wanted somebody else.
So what was he gonna do?
I forgot. I researched it back in the day, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago. But it was like a specific surgery that it just, your knee, especially with things that I was reading online, there's a lot of people saying that they would have to have surgery again like 10 years later or something down the road. And
Damn.
with my surgery, I got a cadaver, which is basically somebody else's ACL. Like basically I got a dead person's ACL inside of my knee.
Right now you do?
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I mean, now I'm totally fine. Only here and there that I might feel like if for some reason the weather, like if it rains, I might feel a little bit of pain, or if it's cold, sometimes I feel a little bit of pain, but it's not anything that's going to stop me from doing what I love. Like I played like an hour of basketball today, don't feel any pain.
At all?
Mm-mm.
Only sometimes.
Yeah, but it's random. It's very random. And it's not really like an unbearable pain. It's just like damn, my knee feels weird.
Mm. Damn, so you have a dead person's body part inside of you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a very small chance that your body could reject it because it's not yours.
Obviously, your body didn't, right?
Right. Yeah, no, I'm good. But ACL surgery, it sucked, man, honestly. I'm not one to take opioids and stuff like that, but for the first week, I definitely had to take opioids.
Did it hurt a lot after the surgery?
Yeah. And it hurt a lot for months after because they do like small little incisions, and I could just feel like my skin sometimes just like opening, like spreading apart where they made the incision. So
wait, you were conscious? You were like still awake?
No. I'm saying like after I had the surgery, like sometimes that's the pain that I would feel, where I just feel like my skin was stretching apart and it was opening up my wounds.
Damn, why? Is it because it was like someone else's body part?
No, I think it. I mean, think about like, have you ever been cut before? You feel the same pain.
Like when you're like healing from a like a scab, you're saying?
Not a scab, like a cut, like a knife cut.
I never cut myself that deep.
No? Yeah, you feel the same pain.
You cut yourself before?
I mean, not on purpose, but yeah.
Oh. I was about to say, damn, bro, like, you want to talk about it? Are you going through some shit? Were you going through some shit?
No, it's not that interesting.
Do you understand the people that cut themselves? Do you
I
understand why
don't.
they
I
do it?
don't. I definitely don't. I don't try to judge it because everybody has their own way of dealing with things.
Mm-hmm.
But I've met a lot of people that cut themselves actually.
Yeah.
I dated a girl that used to cut herself, and it's
Wow.
like, yeah, it's I don't know.
What
Sometimes
was
they just
their
feel like
What was their explanation?
it's kind of like playing with suicide. You know, like they were willing to kill themselves. They just felt like the world would be a better place without them in it.
Mm. Well,
You
because
know,
I heard that like what they're going through mentally or emotionally is much deeper than physical pain, and that's why they do it.
well, yeah, I think psychological pain is definitely way deeper than a physical pain, especially like a little cut. You know, unless you got some crazy shit where you're constantly in pain because of something that happened to you, because of an accident or because of whatever, is different. But psychological pain compared to breaking an arm, I think, is way worse because you break your arm, you're going to feel that pain for at most a week, but psychological pain sticks for a while.
Yeah. And you don't think money can mask that, like somehow?
I think it's exactly what you just said. I think money can mask it, but it's not going to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
Money will mask it for a little bit because it's with anything. Like when you got your laptop, a brand new laptop, you were happy as fuck. Nowadays that everything upgraded, you're like, fuck this laptop. I need a new laptop.
Yeah.
You know? It's the same thing if I were to get a freaking Lamborghini tomorrow. Be like, damn, I got a Lambo. In 2 years, I'm not really going to give a fuck. I'm going to be like, all right, on to the new car. I want this car now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think money is a temporary fix. And
Why is it
it's
that
not
we always want more?
human nature.
Like, why
I
though?
think.
Why are we built this way?
Well, I think there's something that you could do to combat that. Like, one thing that I used to do and I kind of stopped doing, I need to get back into doing this. I used to be really good at waking up in the morning, and the first thing I'll do is think of 3 different things that I'm thankful for. And every day had to be something different.
Oh wow.
And
You
it
would
sounds
run out,
easy.
like after a week.
Yeah, that's what you think, but bro, I'm glad that my eyes work. I'm glad that my arms work.
Oh, so it
I'm
doesn't
glad-
matter like how small it is. Like any
No,
little
no.
thing.
That's exactly the point of it. You have to think about the small things of how blessed we are, you know? Me and you are sitting in 2 totally different places in the world, yet we're still able to create our content. That's something to be thankful for, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
are you gonna thank yourself tomorrow?
I mean, yeah, I do want to get back into doing that.
Are you gonna say this thing you just said right now?
Nah, fuck that. There's a lot of other things I'm thankful for before we say that. Like health.
Oh, so you? Oh, okay.
I'm
so,
not
like,
thankful for you, Marty. I'm not. You're not gonna get that out of me.
damn it! I was trying to make you say it.
No.
God damn it!
Would you rather be with somebody that has good hygiene, but is a messy person in general, or would you rather be with somebody that's like a neat freak, but dresses like a bum all the time?
That doesn't make sense. Like, why would a neat freak dress like a bum all the time?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What would you prefer?
I feel like if a person was a neat freak, they would definitely consider their wardrobe.
I mean, sure, but I don't
Like,
think
I get what
that
you're
happens
asking,
all the
but
time.
I'm just trying to.
So then don't
like-
fucking confuse this shit, man. Just answer the question.
I know. I'm just trying to like think if that even exists in this world.
I'm sure it exists, bro. Actually, I know it exists.
Oh shit! You wanna name drop?
No, I don't want to name drop.
Come on, bro. Do some
No.
name dropping right now, dog.
How about you answer the question? What do you think is better, or what would you prefer?
I prefer hygienes, bro. I would hate for like a girl not to like brush her teeth or even like skip showers or, like.
Well,
smell
I
down there.
mean, not necessarily like hygiene, but would dress like a bum. Like they're clean, like they would shower every day,
Right.
and brush their teeth, but they dress like a bum.
Like
all
they
the
put
time.
on sweats and a hoodie.
Yeah,
And like that's it.
yeah, all the time. Which I mean, there's nothing wrong with a girl doing that, but I think dating a girl, you definitely want to see their best version sometimes, especially going out and things like that. Like
Yeah.
imagine going to a nice restaurant and they don't dress that way.
Right, but even going to nice restaurants,
Right,
or like special
right.
occasions, they wouldn't dress up.
Yeah, they'll go like in sweats or like some yoga pants or something like that.
Still, I'd still prefer having good hygienes. I think that's way more important than looking decent for other people.
No. I'm not. Forget the hygiene. Like, let's say they had good hygiene. Like, let's say that they did shower and they did brush their teeth.
Mm.
Would you prefer somebody that dressed bummy but was clean? Like, the house was always clean? Or would you prefer somebody that the house was always an absolute mess, but she always dressed really good?
I prefer a girl who's clean at home.
You don't care if she dressed like a bum all the time?
Mm-mm. As long as I know that she's clean at home. Because, bro, that's your environment. That's what you're going to see every single day. Fuck what other people see. If she wants to dress like a bum, so be it. But
yeah, but you're going to have to see that all the time. She's not going to dress good for you. She's just going to dress the way she dresses.
That's fine.
Even going out.
I don't care. I'm not judging a person based on wardrobe.
Yeah, but you're still judging them based on them not being clean at home.
Yeah, that's different though, because if I'm living with a girl and she's like that, I would fucking hate it, because that affects my life as well. If she's just dressing like a bum outside of our home, that's not affecting me in any way. Like, yeah, we might get some like looks or whatnot, but that ain't shit.
Yeah, but you could just pay for somebody to clean your home every week, and that'll fix that issue. It's not like you can pay somebody to style her. Yeah, fudeu. Get some money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're in a much harder spot in that case than her just being, clean at home and dressing like a bum. Like, yeah, obviously I would want her to dress nicely every now and then, but I feel like I'd much rather have a girl be clean at home than be dirty at home. Do you think the opposite?
I don't know. Because I mean, like, personally, I go to the gym a lot, so I don't mind if my girl is always in gym clothes. But if she's dressed like a bum all the time, that would deteriorate my sexual drive towards her. If she's always looking like a certain way, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know which one I would prefer. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have none.
Yeah, obviously.
But if I had to choose, I'm almost leaning more towards the messy house, because I could just pay for a maid to clean the house.
Yeah, what if you're dead broke? You're going to have to clean that shit yourself. You're always going to clean up after her.
No. See, that if I was dead broke and I couldn't do that, I couldn't afford a
Go in the
maid.
bathroom and you're gonna see period blood all over the fucking toilet.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Yes.
Well, better than seeing period blood on her pants. Better than seeing period blood on her pants, and she just put on that same damn pants that she's been wearing for the last 2 weeks.
If she's clean at home, there's no way she would just leave that shit in her pants. See, that's why sometimes that doesn't make any sense. If a girl is clean at home, she's gonna be clean everywhere else. Her car is gonna be clean.
I mean, not necessarily. I've met girls that they're pretty clean at home, but it's not that they're not clean. Like, I'm not talking about hygiene, but they would definitely dress down, no matter where they went. It could have been a party. It could have been a restaurant. They would always be like in sweats.
I don't mind that, as long as I know what's underneath, and if she's hot, she's got a banging body.
Yeah, but that's gonna fuck up your attraction. Like, they got like messy hair all the time and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I guess, but I much rather, like I said before, I much rather have a girl be clean at home. Like I really like if a girl is like looks really fucking good, like you see a sexy girl at home or on the street or whatever, you meet her and then you go home to like where she lives and then you see that messy ass fucking apartment.
And that happens a lot.
I
It
know.
happens a lot.
But that would completely turn me off if I went to a girl's apartment and her shit was mad fucking messy.
Yeah.
I'd much rather her have a clean home and look messy than have a messy home and look clean.
Yeah. I feel that.
But that's just me. Maybe other guys would feel differently.
Well, yeah, it's like I said. If I really had to choose between one or the other, I would choose a messy home because I could just pay for a maid and that would fix the issue. But
yeah, but that's not always the case. You know, you don't pay for a maid now. Why would you pay for a maid when you have a girlfriend?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if we're living together at that point, I would pay for a maid. I just don't pay for a maid because I have roommates, so we have to settle on paying for a maid.
Right.
You know?
Still, you can pay a maid just to come clean your room.
Nah. I have pride in keeping my own shit clean. My room is a small, like, it's not
your
big.
Your room is clean most of the time. I don't think I've ever seen your room messy.
Yeah, my room is clean. My mom always used to tell me.
Me, on the other hand.
Yeah. And you having a girlfriend that's pretty clean doesn't help you because your ass doesn't want to do shit now. I've noticed that. You've always been that person to leave shit in the back of my car.
Because I forget about it, not because I intentionally leave it there.
I'm not saying you intentionally leave it there, but
yeah, but you made it seem like I do. Because even with the mess here at home, it's messy because sometimes I just forget to put it back instead of like just being like
yeah, but the thing is you walk by it multiple times and you might see it.
That's true. That is
exactly.
True.
Exactly. So forgetting about it and it's not about doing it intentionally. You just don't do it.
Fuck, man. I'm gonna get better, Nick. I promise. Hey, did you hear about that couple that went missing? The girl went missing, Gabby Petito or something like that. Like they. Nuh-uh. Damn, bro, this fucking story went viral. Like it was this couple who was pretty much living off their van, you know, living the van life, and like out of nowhere. Like when they're like in Utah or Wyoming, one of those places, the dude came back home to Florida where they're from, and the girl was missing. Like the girl didn't come back with him, and like her parents started like asking him questions like where's Gabby, like where, you know, like just started asking him questions and he was not answering. And then like there was like a whole police search. They called the police and then they like started looking for her and like he wasn't cooperating at all. So like she was pretty much missing for like 2 weeks, and he wasn't like saying shit. Like he was.
It's obvious he did something.
Exactly. That's what everybody thinks, but he's not being incriminated because they have no evidence against him. But I think it was like yesterday, they found some like remains in a national park somewhere, and now they're gonna try to figure out like what happened to her, or if that's even her, because they can't really tell as of right now before doing the forensic tests. So yeah, it was a story that went pretty fucking viral. Like they were just like vacation. They even had a YouTube channel where they would just like vlog and shit and just like, you know, live that van life and just try to like explore all over America. And it just led to that, where this girl just went missing, and this dude like did not cooperate with the police whatsoever, and everybody thinks he's guilty. And not only that, but he also like disappeared after like the media started going to his house and like trying to ask him questions or whatnot, and he just disappeared. Now no one knows where she is or where he is.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, he definitely did something. Obviously, if he's not talking, there's no reason for you not to talk.
Well, it's because his lawyers advised him not to talk. But still, that
if
makes him look.
you had a
super
lawyer
guilty.
up, then it makes you look guilty already.
Exactly.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is wild. It's crazy because they're together for like I think 2 or 3 years, and it was only when they got on the road that shit just went sour. You know, it's crazy.
I mean,
I don't
maybe
know.
they had already like an abusive relationship or some shit, and then
Maybe,
he might
but
have
it's
taken it over the edge.
yeah. But that also like shows you how deceiving social media is because if you look at their vlog on YouTube, it seems like they're the most happiest couple, bro. Like it seems like they're so happy together. Like they're just having fun, so much fun. You know, being like super in love with each other.
Yeah, but me and you both know how this shit goes.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm just like reinstating how like deceptive this shit is. Cause like sometimes even we look at other people's like Instagram account or even like videos on YouTube and we're like, damn, this guy has the best fucking life or this person has the best, job ever and little do we know what they're actually going through.
Yeah, for sure. People could look at us and say that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
People think we probably have the perfect life, but we don't.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Damn, a long time ago.
I
Did
find
you?
some ridiculous. Yeah, I think I did it last week. I
think they
Googled
said
myself last week. I Googled myself last week and I found the most ridiculous, like, thing. Not ridiculous things, but just things that I'm like, what the fuck?
what'd you find?
First off, my net worth apparently is over $1 million. And I'm like, bitch, where? Where?
Yeah, when I googled myself, my shit was like 14 million. I'm like, hold on a second, where the fuck are they getting this information from?
Right. Yeah. I mean, they just have that and just random shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a lot of it is very inaccurate.
Yeah, for sure.
Even like as far as like what people think you make on YouTube, like for other content creators or whatnot, it's always way off. Like, cause I've seen
Hmm.
some YouTubers like go on these websites that can determine how much they make on YouTube, and like when they actually show how much they made, it's very different. Like the amount is completely different.
Yeah.
So you can never trust that stuff.
No, definitely not. Did you see that video that I sent you in our group about the AR wall?
No, I don't think I had a chance to.
Dude, insane technology that they're coming out with.
What?
So
What
the
is
AR
it?
wall, is, on the Mandalorian, how they shoot the Mandalorian, that
Oh yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars show.
yeah. It's a big ass like screen.
Exactly. So it's a bunch of LED screens that they have in the background, and they can create whatever world they want in that screen.
Right.
But they have to have a bunch of props in the front, to
Yeah,
kind of create that
foreground.
world, because they can't shoot close to it.
Right.
This AR wall, you can literally be up here shooting, like your camera's right here and you're shooting at the wall right here. You can literally be right next to it, and you hook up this thing to your camera and it moves with your camera. So let's say if I have it here and I start moving to the side, you can start seeing now the side of, let's say it's like a starship. You could start seeing more of the side of the starship because I'm moving the camera this way or
Right.
that way. It's absolutely insane, the technology they have, bro. It's crazy. They literally
green
killed the
screens
green
are
screen.
dead.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not
Especially
gonna
the
be
fact
used in
that
the future.
when you use a green screen, what people don't realize about green screens is that when you're putting light on it, it reflects that light into whatever subjects or objects or props are in the frame. Like, let's say if I have a massive green screen and then I put a table in front of it, if I'm putting lights in that green screen, the green from that green screen is going to reflect on that table. So now it just made the person that's going to take off all the green, it made their job way harder. And on top of that, you're still going to get a little bit of green on that table.
Yeah.
And
And it's
so
always
not gonna look
imperfect
right.
too. Always.
Right.
Like there's people that really mastered the art of green screen, but most of the time when I messed with it or when I ever see like some other person mess with it, It's never perfect, especially when it comes to motion blur and you start doing this shit and you start seeing like in between, like all the fucking grain and all the flaws, and you can see it's like keyed out. It's never perfect at all. But yeah, this technology definitely improves stuff way more. Because I saw the behind the scenes for what is it, Mandalorian, the Star Wars movie or Star Wars series?
No, show.
Yeah. I saw that, and I saw like how advanced that technology is, and it's very impressive.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near this AR wall. The AR wall is 1,000 times better. That's what they're really going to start using.
Wow, that's fucking.
Because you can't shoot close to that screen, those LED screens.
Right.
It's not meant for you to shoot close. It's just meant to build the environment. So they still have to create the entire world in front. You know?
That's nuts. I think it's crazy how technology is advancing so quickly. Like, it's still mind-blowing to me that a mirrorless camera can shoot 8K. Like, bro, 5 years ago, that was unheard of. You would never, like, what? No, we haven't even mastered 4K yet. Like, what makes you think there's going to be an 8K camera that, you know, can fit in the palm of your hand like a freaking mirrorless camera?
Yeah, a GoPro, the new GoPro that's coming out, the Hero 10, bro, it can shoot 240 frames per second at 2.7K, and it could shoot, the highest is 5K. Think about that. 240 frames per second. For those of you that don't understand cameras that much, that's like super slow motion. The slow motion that they have on the iPhone, that's what it is, but it's shooting at 2.7K. It is insane. And it looks so good. I was watching the video that our friend sent today in the group chat. Bro, it looks so good because what really revolutionized, I can't even say it.
You said it.
Did I? I thought I said it wrong. Well, what really helped the GoPro community is FPV drones, because I feel like GoPros were kind of starting to die out a little bit, and then FPV drones came out, and you can stick a GoPro on those drones because it's literally meant for that. And it just kind of helped it just become predominant again. Yeah. And the GoPro Hero 10, bro, it looks beast. Yeah. Beast. It made me want to get one. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I've actually been looking at it too, because I've been wanting to get an action camera for the longest, because I can't take my big camera everywhere I go, and sometimes I want to have like maybe a secondary camera small enough like a GoPro that I can use. And I think the Hero 10 would be perfect because it's the best one out right now. You know, the stabilization is fucking nasty. It's crazy stable. And I think it would be perfect to like accompany my main camera. So I definitely want to get it. Like, but it's what, like $500 starting out?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a little pricey. And there's like so many fucking new tech coming out in September too. Like new iPhones, new iPads, new fucking everything, bro.
Ugh, the new iPhones.
Cameras too, dropping.
iPhones are literally the same thing as the last one.
Yeah.
It usually takes like 2 to 3 years for it to really upgrade. Last year was a pretty nice upgrade, but this year's is like, okay, it's the same thing.
No, but I heard that the super wide camera is way better in low light, because my shit sucks in low light.
Same.
It's not good.
Super grainy.
Yeah. And I feel like, and I think this Model 13 is like, it's gonna be like way better, and you can actually like adjust focus too, because like right now with the iPhone 12 or below, it's a fixed focus, so it doesn't change at all.
Yeah, unless you have a third-party app.
No, not even. I have a third-party app and I've used it, and it's not like, it doesn't change like the focus at all. It's like a locked focus. Like when you're using super wide, it's a fixed focus. It focuses everywhere. It's not like specific.
Oh yeah, I never used a super wide to change focus, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a fixed focus and you can't change it. Because I actually got this app called Filmic Pro. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I use it.
Oh, you use it?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I just fucking like I've known about it for a while, but I just now purchased it. And bro, holy shit, you get so much more control out of the iPhone camera. It's insane. You can
Oh
change
yeah.
literally everything about it, like ISO, aperture,
Mm-hmm.
fucking shutter speed, the white balance, and even like have higher quality recording whenever
Yeah.
you use the app versus like using the native camera app that comes with the iPhone.
Did you purchase the because they also have some coloring like defaults and
Oh,
stuff
like
or
a cinematographer plugin.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen it, but I didn't purchase it. I just like wanted to
Yeah.
mess with the app first.
Yeah, no, it's good too because you can shoot more flat and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, that's the one thing that I wish every single camera had was like log footage. Cause ever since I started shooting log, I can never go back.
It makes a
I'm
difference. It really
I
does.
so much rather grade my own footage than like have like a standard profile or even a neutral profile and like not get as much dynamic range.
Right. Yeah, it when you shoot in log and you really see the difference with the dynamic range, it makes a huge difference. It
Hell
really
yeah.
does. I recently only started shooting in log too, or I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it is log. It's just S log for me instead of C log for you.
Right.
But
But like a lot of new devices are coming out with log. Even the new DJI drone that our friend Dro just got.
bro, that it's been had log.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that was the first generation that had log.
no,
Your drone has D log? Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
But I think all devices should have log footage. Even the GoPro, it only has like a flat profile. It doesn't really have log, which
I mean,
kind of
that's
sucks, but
that's
it's
really
whatever.
kind of what it is. Maybe the new one might have it. The new one doesn't have it.
No, it has like a flat profile, but it's not like super flat like a log would be.
I mean, that's what log is. It's a flat profile.
Yeah, but it's not as flat.
Right.
So you still see like some contrast and saturation.
Yeah. It's crazy because you really have to learn how to shoot in log too. You know, you
Yeah,
have to know the settings for your camera, like,
you gotta know how to
um,
expose it right.
exactly, and knowing the ISO to really shoot in. Like, for example, my camera, the Sony A7S III, when I shoot in S log, I can't. I could go lower than 640 ISO, but for the best dynamic range, it's between 640 and 1600 ISO.
Right.
So I have to keep it in between that.
Yeah.
You know, so you really have
Exactly.
to know your
Cause
settings. And it
yeah.
might look overblown, but it's really not.
Yeah, exactly. Cause I remember when I first started shooting log on my camera, that shit looked super overexposed. And I was like, I guess this is how people do it. Cause I had to like learn how to really expose it, you know? Cause before I was exposing it like the way I thought was properly exposed, and then I would just
Right.
go onto the freaking color correction thing and try to bring up the shadows, and the shit would be all grainy. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? There's why am I getting grainy footage? But then the more I started using it and researching it, the more I learned that, you know, you should have like at least one stop over for log footage, so that way you can bring the highlights down versus the shadows up. This is very technical, and I think we're tuning a lot of people out. So maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
All right, fine. Then let's talk about new things, Marty.
New things like
Yo,
what?
did you see that I don't know if it's the world's biggest tree or the biggest tree in the United States.
Sequoia.
That's right. That is getting close to being burnt down, so they have to wrap it in like the special aluminum sheet because there's two wildfires that are literally meeting together from different spots.
I didn't know that, but I did know it was in danger. Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
That's wild, right?
That's the largest tree in the world, right?
Yeah.
Or is it in just America?
I don't know. I think the largest trees in the world are called hypeons. I don't know, some Let's see. I googled
Still,
it like a
that's
couple days
crazy
ago.
because that tree is pretty famous for its size, and if it burns down, that's gonna be fucking chaotic, bro. That's gonna be so sad.
General Sherman's. The biggest tree is the giant sequoia. Yeah, so it's
Damn.
the sequoia trees. And have you been to Sequoia National Park?
I don't remember. I don't
You'd
remember if I
remember,
went.
bro. If you seen a sequoia tree, you'd be
I
like,
probably
holy
haven't.
fuck.
Cause I remember I went to Yosemite when I was little, but I don't remember if I went to Sequoia.
Oh, look, Fire Reach is part of Sequoia National Park. Giant forest threatening some of the world's largest trees. Bro,
Man,
sequoia
that
trees are
sucks.
massive. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And they grow on top of a mountain.
Yeah. It's pretty sad that this is happening over there.
Yeah.
This is
I wanted to
fucking
actually
nuts,
go
man.
out there for my birthday, but that's not going to happen.
Nah, that whole West Coast, bro, like especially up North California or even like Oregon area, that shit is like so dangerous right now with the wildfires. And it's so
This drought.
beautiful.
It's
It's so fucking pretty up there.
I want to explore more Cali, man. I feel like I've been living here for 2 years and I haven't explored enough. I explored more when I didn't live here.
Yeah, you've been to San Diego, right?
No.
Oh wow, yeah, that's another good place.
Really?
San Diego's really fucking nice, bro.
I heard it's very clean.
Yeah, it's very clean. I spent Valentine's there, and I had a blast. It's so fucking clean, and like the city, like there's definitely a lot of shit to do. I don't know right now in the pandemic, but before there's a lot of stuff.
I mean, what pandemic?
California pandemic.
I feel you, but yeah.
They can't stop you, huh, Nick?
I mean, they can't stop a lot of people, man. It's crazy. I don't know if you getting a little bit political here. I don't know if you've seen that Gavin Newsom he didn't get
Re-elected.
recalled. Yeah, he didn't get reelected. He didn't get recalled because they were trying to
Right.
recall him.
I mean, it's
Which was-
California, bro. I don't think there's
Oh.
ever gonna be a Republican governor.
I mean, technically there was with fucking Schwarzenegger, but he wasn't really Republican.
I don't think he was.
But it was just wild. He was technically a Republican, registered as a Republican, but he wasn't really Republican. It's just wild to me how people so quickly and easily forget the things that this man did. Like, he shut down every single restaurant, no indoor dining, nothing last year. Meanwhile, he's inside of a French restaurant with a whole bunch of his close buddies, no mask on, giving each other hugs and doing all that good stuff. And I'm like, bro, what?
Bro, it's because people want that free money, dog.
What free money? Ain't nobody getting free money anymore. I thought they stopped with the whole
Nah, he just put out a stimulus. Every single resident in California gets $600.
really.
And he did that shit right before the voting. Right before the votes.
Oh shit, that makes sense. Bro, I got a $600 stimulus check.
Really?
And I was like, I did, and it went straight to my bank account, and I was so fucking confused. I was like trying to figure out. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, I googled online. I'm like, did the government come out with a new stimulus check? And I didn't find anything. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Were they late on giving me like a stimulus check?
Nah, that was California only.
That was wild.
Yeah, and he did that shit right before elections.
Man, I don't give a fuck. He could take the 600.
But that's how it is, though, bro. Like people want free shit, and like that's what Democrats do. They give people free shit. Did you hear about the debt ceiling that we're currently facing?
Nah.
Bro, we're about to hit a debt ceiling, and I think like the beginning of October or the end of this month, one of those two. And like, if we default on this, and if they don't raise the debt ceiling, like the government won't be able to pay its bills anymore. So like critical services would be shut down.
I mean, I don't
And
doubt
like
it, bro.
the reason why they're like the reason why they're having problems raising the debt ceiling is because Republicans don't want to raise it and have Democrats spend even more money, which is what they've been doing, spending or coming out with all these like infrastructure bills and stuff like that makes us more into debt, and which obviously is not good for the country. Yeah. So now that that the debt ceiling is not being raised, at the end of the month, the government's not gonna have any money to fucking pay its bills, and that can like lead to a huge fucking stock market crash. And like,
I don't doubt that they're gonna raise it though. I definitely don't doubt they're gonna raise it.
When push comes to shove, like they're definitely gonna raise it. Like when it gets pretty close, but even then, like just the thought of like the government defaulting is pretty fucking scary because so much shit can happen.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, we would go into an economic collapse.
Yeah, and like / purge, because if the government can't pay fucking policemen, then what?
That's why you gotta be strapped, my boy.
Yeah, but not everybody's strapped in democratic states.
Only the fools aren't.
Well, some states are harder to have guns than others, bro.
I mean, it's harder to carry guns, but you can have a gun at home.
Yeah. I think that's important for Americans, but a lot of people would disagree with that. A lot of people think guns are bad, and that's the end of it. I don't know. Like, there's so many theories in my head, but I don't know if any of it's true. Like even with like these shootings happening, like who knows if that's like just to push the agenda of not having guns be allowed anymore. Who knows?
Right.
I don't know, but I don't like disregard that possibility. But a lot of people look at that theory and think like, oh my god, that's like
conspiracy.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's conspiracy. How can you think like that? You really think the government would do that? Like, yeah, I definitely think they would.
People put way too much trust in the government, bro, honestly.
And yeah, exactly. And then they think that people that don't trust the government are pretty much cuckoo. They're crazy in the head for being doubtful.
I mean, with the fucking pilgrim hat that you got on, you do look cuckoo.
No, bro. That wasn't my intentions when I put on this hat.
What shoes do you got on right now? That's my real question. Oh, damn. It's two-tone socks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I thought you just overused that fucking sock so much.
That shit turned gray.
Right. Does a person's past matter in a relationship?
To a certain extent, I think so. Like if a person killed someone and you started dating them, and then you found out that they killed someone, that they're a murderer, I think things would change. But then
what about like sexual past?
I mean, I feel like everyone has their fun when they're young, or they have a phase. And I feel like I don't think a person should be judged based upon that, I feel. Unless they're like carrying some type of disease that, could affect you. But other than that, I wouldn't judge. Would you?
I mean, I think you nailed it right on the spot when you said when it comes to like murder or just crazy illegal things, like if somebody was like an ex drug trafficker, and or like an ex wise man, and there's people trying to kill them or put a hit out on them, and that could definitely affect you and your family. But when it comes to sexual pasts, Yeah, it's what you said. It's like unless they have something that can really. But I mean, yes and no, because at the same time, it's like if I Google this person, she used to be a porn star. I don't know if I could date a porn star.
Yeah, but that's different than just like fucking a bunch of guys. It's like actually her
Yeah.
image being out there.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, to a certain extent, it does matter. For sure. I mean, I think that even applies to us when girls look at our past.
I mean, yeah, there's that huge double standard, you know. If a guy has sex with a bunch of girls, he's a player. If a girl has sex with a bunch of guys, she's a whore.
Yeah, it's pretty sexist to think like that.
The only thing that I would argue with that is for a guy, it's way harder for a guy to have sex with a girl rather than a girl to have sex with a guy.
You think so?
I think so. Unless the guy, like, not counting like paying for punani.
Right.
You know,
no,
like
I can agree with that. It's much easier for a girl to get some dick.
Yeah.
I agree. Even doesn't matter how ugly she is. There's always gonna be a guy out there wanting to fuck.
Yeah. 100%. And
that
that's
would,
not
like,
really
totally go for it.
And that's not necessarily the same for guys.
No.
You know, China's going through some crazy shit right now because of that, right?
Because of what?
Well, for the longest, up until 2015, China was a one-child nation.
Right.
And a lot of the times when the family would have a girl, they would literally dispose of the baby girl as if she was just a dog and leave them abandoned in the street. And they would have another child up until they get a boy.
Right.
So now they have a crazy amount of men in their country and not enough women for those men to have a relationship with.
Damn.
So a lot of those men are literally buying wives from different countries like Vietnam and other poor countries in Asia.
Holy shit. In order for
sex trafficking,
and I'm sure
huge.
Yeah, and I'm sure these Vietnam people or even like other countries that are like super poor would be willing to sell themselves.
Yeah.
Just so they can have a better life. If that's if that's even the case, because who knows if that is a better life. Maybe they could be a freaking sex slave, you know?
Right.
For all we know. Yeah, there's so much shit around the world that we don't see, that we don't necessarily know. There's, bro, like sometimes I think about like even neighbors. Like a neighbor could have like someone literally locked up inside their house against their will. You know, like they can have a hostage. Like your neighbor could have a hostage that you've never seen before, but they're pretty much locked in the apartment the entire time and you would never know.
Yeah.
Or they could be like raping their fucking kids or some children.
Fuck.
Or like whatever the fuck. Like whatever terrorizing activity that can be happening literally a couple yards away for all we know.
Yeah.
Or even
Shit's
like
wild,
animals getting abused. You know? Like so much shit can be happening around us and we don't even know.
Yeah, that's the world we live in, man.
I mean, that's always been the world we live in. Especially back then, I feel it was much easier to get away with shit like that.
Yeah, because there wasn't technology, you know?
Yeah. Well,
I think that's all the time we have for today, Mr. Marty. That was weird.
Yeah, my phone died. You still rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do the outro because my computer's fucking up right now.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the Podcast with Nick and Marty. We appreciate you guys for sticking around. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. And also subscribe to the Clips channel where we put small little portions of this big podcast into the Clips channel. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week.
Deuces.